Welcome to another edition of Cigar and Cigars. I'm Cigar, and here's my cigars. Four? Why four cigars? Well, I'm not going to be smoking four cigars, but this edition of Cigar and Cigars is how to cut your cigar. Everybody wants to know what's the proper way. Well, there really isn't a proper way to cut a cigar in general. But of course, there are different shapes of cigars. The rounded head and the pyramide. Okay? So this one is pointed, this one is round. Both of them have caps on them. So it's very, very important that you cut them the proper way. If you have a torpedo, such as the one that I have here, let's take a look. This one is called a V-cut. Okay? This one cannot be used with a torpedo. This one is a punch. This one cannot be used with a torpedo. Then we go over to a guillotine. The other version of a guillotine. Oh, did you see that? It's like a bat cigar cutter, huh? So this is a pair of scissors, cigar scissors. So this would easily cut off the top. This one I like. It's made by Cigar. All of mine are made by Cigar. I like it because they got a lifetime warranty, and when they mess up, you send them back to the company. How much do you take off? 'Tis the question of the day. I've seen people cut it off, so they cut off the entire tip of the cigar. You're not a moil. You're not taking too much, okay? It is a torpedo. You want to keep it or torpedo. That's the reason why you have it. So you want to really cut off as little as possible. So there's a cap on top, okay? You'll see the line. Never, ever, 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 ever cut below the cap. But you can cut off a little teeny tip, just like this. Boom. What's nice about the small hole is it gives you a nice concentration of the smoke coming out of that one little teeny hole, and it's a really nice feeling. That's why people like torpedoes. Another way you can do it, as I had shown in another video, is cutting it at an angle, and then you have it at a little more of an angle to it as opposed to straight. Next we have a regular Toro. What I always like to do to make it easy, make it wet, put your fingers at the very, very top to protect the cigar, take your bullet punch, and press down and twist until you go all the way down, pull it straight out, and you have a beautiful little punch hole on that. And then you twist this, and boom, out pops that. Back to the Toro, we have the scissors, and just really cut off the smallest amount possible. Give a little brush off, and as you can see, I barely removed anything off, but I cut enough off, and I've got a good draw. It's actually a V-cut. Well, you can't really tell it's a V-cut now until I actually cut onto it. And then sticking it right into the hole, okay, applying some pressure. I've seen people, they stick it in, and then they do this, and then it pops out. So you really have to hold it down. You're not going to cut yourself, don't worry about it. Cut, and there it is. Look at how beautiful that is. And there's your V-cut. When you cut your cigar properly, you're going to have a great smoke. And that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for joining us.